in particular.
Yes.
In what way had the PKTT become administratively untenable to have the PKTT? And the question is direct to the PKTT because our discussion is about your reasons for disbanding the PKTT. So
yes.
While you speak of broadly
yes.
task teams, let's come to the PKTT because that's one of the factors you took into account. In what way had it become administratively untenable to have the PKTT exist for another day beyond the 31st of December?
When I wrote the letter, I was already in possession of what I referred to as allegations from a number of categories of people, including civil society, and so on, but also including people from inside SAPS. Now, when I wrote the memo, that is the directive, I had that in mind that possibly certain things are setting in SAPS via PKTT in terms of control and administration. Now, that category of complainants, if I could refer them, to them as such, that I was advised by the Commission to seek advice from my lawyers on, indicated to me clearly that there are certain things that we are losing in terms of control and management. If you look at the complaints that I had received by the time I wrote this letter. So it refers to that, but it also refers to alleged abuses of human rights by those who had written to us in various categories as I referred them to. So this is what this refers to that.
Yes. Now, all right, it's a separate discussion, those complaints. So I'm not asking that we get into them.
Yes.
We will have a discussion separately.
Yes.
These complaints, to the extent that that's what you're referring to here, when you talk about administrative untenability of the continued existence of the PKTT, you did not discuss them with the National Commissioner, those complaints.
We discussed some of them.
No, the ones that you've listed. You've given us a list, and you're referencing them now, including those names that you gave yesterday. You did not say to the National Commissioner, I've got these complaints. I want your response to them.
The ones that are here, I did. The ones that are in the envelope, I didn't.
Okay, all right. Where I'm going with it is you get to a point where you make a decision that those complaints are evidence of administrative untenability, to whatever we mean with that concept. You say these complaints, they show that there's a problem administratively, but you don't verify those complaints with your management. And yet, on the basis of those complaints, you conclude the continued existence of the PKTT is administratively untenable. You get them, and I'm happy to confine myself to the list in that envelope as one of the examples, that you get that list. You don't verify with your management, certainly not with the National Commissioner. You don't verify that list, so you don't know whether it's true or not. People are making allegations. You don't know whether what they've told you, whatever it is that they tell you, you don't know how the SAPS reacts to that, how your National Commissioner reacts to that, but you conclude that those make it untenable, administratively untenable for the PKTT to continue to exist. How is that a proper thought process that leads you to this far-reaching conclusion it's administratively untenable to continue to exist?
Again, the ones that are here, I discussed with the National Commissioner. The ones that are in the envelope, I didn't. And the reason why I didn't, it was solely because of the agreement between me and these people when they met me in person, indicating confidentiality, but more than that, indicating safety concerns.
Yes, we'll get to that.
Yes.
I ask you not to enter into the merits because it's a topic on its own.
Yes.
I'm simply putting to you the difficulty that you get complaints, you don't ask your national commissioner, is this true, is it not true? Tell me what you've done about it. But you don't do that, but you get to the conclusion to use that as a reason, as one of your reasons to dissolve the PKTT, because you say it has become administratively untenable.
I did discuss with the National Commissioner the concerns raised by Mary Haas. I did discuss with the National Commissioner concerns that were raised by Patricia Mashale.
The ones that Patricia Mashale raises in her Facebook.
We did discuss with the National Commissioner.
Those Facebook extracts.
We did discuss that there are a number of things that, not necessarily one by one, but we did discuss that she is putting things to me, and is she putting things to you? Yes. He said, yes, I am receiving this. And then we had a small discussion.
And from that discussion, where the National Commissioner says, yes, I'm aware of this, because she has raised them, you decide that those complaints render the PKTT's continued existence administratively untenable.
Partially, and then the other part is the ones that I didn't discuss with them, but I got to know about them, but I didn't discuss with them. But combining them, I'm trying to say, it's not like I didn't discuss any of the concerns or anything with the National Commissioner. I did, partially, but the others I didn't discuss.
Okay, all right. Perhaps to summarize, is your position from this discussion, are you saying where you refer as a reason for dissolving the PKTT, where you say it had become administratively untenable, you're saying that because of the Mashale complaints, because of Ms. De Haas's complaints, because of those 8 people in that envelope. You say all of that taken together is what led you to the conclusion that the continued existence of the PKTT for another day is administratively untenable.
Correct.
Okay.
But you remember that there are other reasons.
Yes,
these are not here.
Yes, you will
context.
discuss your other reasons.
Yes.
I'm just wanting to make sure that
Correct.
administratively, where you refer to administratively,
Correct.
those 3 are the factors you took into
Correct.
account to that conclusion. Thank you. Thank you, Ms.